ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ। ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ। ਮੂਕ ਉਚਰਾ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਖਟ ਪਿੰਗ ਗਿਰਨ ਚੜ ਜਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨਾ ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨਾ ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। So Sangat ji, we're going to be going through Sri Sukhmani Sahib Ji translations. I know we've had a bit of a gap and I apologize for that. We will, however, recap what we have already covered and we'll go straight into the Updesh for this week. So Maharaj has been talking to us about Prabh ka Simran, ke Simran karan di mehma, fal ki milda, prapit ki hunda. What do we get by doing Simran? What do we receive? And we might have that question that yes, we know how to do Simran, but then how do we connect? How do we go inwards? How do we build that connection with Akal Purakh Vaheguru? And hopefully we can answer some of those questions today as Maharaj blesses us with the Updesh for this week. So the first Astpadi, as I've mentioned, is on Simran di Mahma, the Fal, and each Astpadi has 8 parts. That's why it's called an Astpadi. So today we're on part 4. That's where we'll be starting from. So we'll just do a quick recap of the first 3 parts. Again, I just want to mention that the aim of this Katha is not just to finish as fast as possible so that we all know the meanings. The aim is to understand what Guru Sahib is saying to us so that we can implement it in our everyday lives. Because it's one thing to just read Gurbani and it's another thing to understand and implement and change who we are for the better. So that's why I'm not rushing and I am taking my time. Hence we're only on the 4th part of the first Astpadi, but it was never my intention to rush it. It's all about understanding and implementing because we're all here to grow. So Guru Sahib begins the Bani with the Salok, and that's the Mangalacharan. That's the Namaskar, the same Namaskar that we should be doing and we will do when we realize that there's something greater than ourselves. When we recognize the existence of something much larger, that thing that we're connecting to, that thing that's a lot greater than ourselves, is that Ek, the one that Guru Sahib mentions at the very beginning of the Bani and in the Mool Mantar and throughout various Baniya present in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Maharaj always starts by saying Ek Oankar. It's that one, is that something greater that we wish to connect to. The first part of the first Astpadi talks about stillness and true connection. We have that question of how do we connect. So at this point I want to invite you to bring yourself to a moment where you can think of something that puts you in such a state where you're meditating till you forget your pains. Maharaj says, Kal kalesh tan mahe mitavo. That it brings you to a place where you forget the kalesh, the suffering within your body and outside of you as well. So as I said, I wish for this to be a reflective process. So if you can take time out at some point today to just sit in that space and ask yourself, is there anything in your life right now that takes you to that meditative state that helps you forget your pain? Because if Guru Sahib says it's possible, then that means if we can't feel it, it's because we still have work to do. Maharaj in their Bani says, Sacha Satgur kya kare je sikha main chook. We can't point fingers at Gurbani and saying that it's not working. It's not working because the fault is within us. It's not working because we're not trying hard enough. So I'd like to start there. I'd like to welcome everyone to take some time at some point to reflect and see truly, can you move into a space where you don't feel pain? Is there anything in your life right now that connects you to a higher power, a higher being, and gets rid of the pain and suffering that we're going through? Again, across Sri Sukhmani Sahib, because it's written in the Rag Gauri, there's a theme of humility. Maharaj is constantly reminding us to be humble. They give us many pangtiyan throughout the Bani which remind us that we're not the only ones. Naam japat aganat aneka. That there's so many people who are connecting in many different ways, we're not the only ones. But the question is, how do you connect as an individual? Everybody has a different way of connecting. For somebody it might be through Santhya, learning how to read Gurbani. For somebody else it might be when reading Gurbani, when doing part, that you get that anand, you go to that space where you don't feel any pain, you don't know of anything else within existence because you're so absorbed in that Bani. And that is what we call connection. For someone else it might be Kirtan. The Gyani Sahibs do very beautiful Kirtan every day, but it's such a shame that there's nobody who comes to listen to it. There's only Virlei Hundeya Darbar. There's a handful that we can count, and Gyani ji does it every single day. So it's a benti for Sangat to come in and find your way of connection. It could be through that Kirtan that's done on a daily basis. So by not coming, we're the ones who are missing out on that chance to connect. Again, Sacha Satgur kya kare je sikha main chook. Maharaj is providing everything, the katha, the kirtan, the recitation of Gurbani. But if we choose not to come and experience it, then we can't blame the Guru when we're feeling pain and suffering in our life. We are the only ones that we can blame. Another way that we might connect is through mantra jap, through physically sitting down and saying Vaheguru. Maharaj has blessed us with such a beautiful and powerful mantra. Let's use it. Another way is through seva. Seva again is not limited just to the Gurukar. Seva can also be done in our homes. Seva can be a parent serving a child. It can be a child serving their siblings. Seva can be done anywhere and everywhere. It's all about our mindset. So all we have to do is find our way of connection, because they're countless. There is no one way to connect to Akal Purakh Vaheguru. It's whatever way suits you best. Again, as we reflect on this Bani and we look at everything that we've covered, there's only one Rahao Pangati present in the whole Bani, which is comprised of 24 Ashtapadiyan and 24 Sloks. Rahao means to take a pause. It means to reflect. Here Guru Sahib is telling us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, take a pause, take a breath. It could be physically that we take a deeper breath in when we read this Pangti for it to absorb a bit deeper. Maharaj explains to us in this Rahao Pangti that Naam, and again Naam is not just a name, it's a means of connecting. It will always give us peace. So if we don't get peace from something that we're doing, Je sanu sukh prapat nahi hunda, then we're not truly connecting. The only time that we can say that I connected to Akal Purakh Vaheguru through the grace of Guru Sahib is when you feel peace, when you no longer feel the pain and the suffering. And if we don't feel it by doing everything we're told is Sikhi, then that's because we're treating it as a ritual. If you don't feel peace in the depths of your heart when you come and do Matha Tek to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, It's because you don't see Maharaj as the light of God. It's a ritual that every time we come to the Guru Kar, we have to do Matha Tek. If you truly wish to connect to Maharaj, understand that they are Akal Purakh Vaheguru, the same one that resides within yourself. Again, if doing your Nitnem or reading Japji Sahib every day doesn't bring you a sense of peace, it's because we're doing it as something on our list to do, something that we have to check to be done for the day. But in reality, Maharaj tells us that this Bani is so powerful it can give us Brahm Gyan. So then Sukh seems really small compared to that. The only reason I emphasize this is so that we can all sit with ourselves and see everything that we do. Is it ritualistic or is it truly giving us peace? Because what we're doing is not wrong, it's how we're doing it. So if it's not giving us that peace, then let's change the way we're doing it, not what we're doing. Let's still come to the Guru Kar and do Matha Tek before Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, but let's have that faith that that is Akal Purakh Vaheguru. They truly do know what's going on within your heart. The Pangti, the Rahaudi Pangti, Sukh Mani, Sukh Amrit Prabh Naam, Bhagat Jana Ka Man Bisram. That this truth resides within the heart of Bhagat Jan, Sadhu Santa, Mahapurush. It's the secret of the saints, the secret that we have access to. It's just about whether we want to do something about it or not. Part 2 of the first Ashtapadi talks about birth and death, 84 lakh June, the life cycles that we go through. And it also talks about the Panj Chor and how these chor fuel our ego, our pride, because that's a chor in itself. So the part 2 of the first Ashtapadi makes us more aware. It awakens us to the reality that we are being controlled by Panj Chor. Panch Satavaha Doot Kavan Bid Marane. Maharaj asks us that question. They say, you are being controlled, Sataundeya Sanu, Kavan Bid Marane. How do we get rid of them? How do we kill them? Tikhan Baan Chalai, Naam Prabhate Aya. What's the weaponry that we are to use? It's Naam. Prabhu da Naam. Akal Purakh Vaheguru da Naam. What is Naam? Naam is just not a name. It's a form of connecting to that one that is a lot greater than just us. Part 3 of the first Ashtapadi is explaining to us how Simran is the most supreme way of connecting. Yes, connecting can be done in many different ways, physically as well. Maharaj talks about Tirat Ishnan, they talk about Japa, Tapa, Puja, they talk about all these different ways of connecting, but they do remind us that Simran is the most sresht, is the most supreme. Why? Because it gets us there faster than everything else we can possibly do. Simran is what connects us almost immediately when Guru Sahib does that kirpa. Maharaj also talks about how Simran blesses us with that sresht phal, which is that daat of Brahm Gyan. Brahm Gyan, again, just meaning enlightenment, realizing that it is that Brahm Sarup residing within each and every one of us and everything that we can see. With that said, we'll finish the third part and move into the fourth part for today. So at the end of the third part of the first Ashtapadi, Maharaj says, Se simraha jin aap simraye, nanak taka lago paye. Maharaj here is explaining to us again, bringing back that theme of humility, that oi simar sakdeya jinante Maharaj di kirpa hundiya. Se simrahe jin aap simraye. We can't do anything with our own mat. Forget about physically. We don't have any control. We can't do anything. We can't say कि मैं अमृत वेला उठ दिया, मैं जाप कर दिया, मैं बाणी पढ़ दिया. आपां सारे कर दिया जो तो महाराज किरपा कर दिया साडे ते. We don't have that power. We don't have that choice. Yes, 100% we can choose to do it. We can put that uddam, that effort. We can decide that I'm going to set my alarm, I'm going to sleep early, मैं बेनती करूँगी महाराज नु के कल मैं उठना ही आ. But we can't have that guarantee that I will do it through my own bal, through my own power. Se simra hai jin aap simraye. Only if Maharaj blesses us with that kirpa is when we can truly connect. Sometimes we can be doing it every day. We can do our nit name, nit karde aapa. It's a daily routine for us. But it's not every day that we truly connect. Sometimes we'll be reading Japji Sahib and we'll be thinking about a million other things. Mainu bhukh vi lagi hai. What will I eat? Haje main kam te vi jana, main ki pa ke jaungi. You have all these thoughts while you're doing your part, but you've convinced yourself main bani part diya, main changa kar diya. Where's your surti? Hazar ke gair hazar. Are you truly there or are you absent? Again, are we doing it as a ritual, as something to tick off for today's to-do list? Or are we doing it in order to connect to Akal Purakh Vaheguru? Because we realize that there is a power, there is something greater than us. Maharaj then says, Nanak taka lago paye. Maharaj is bringing us to the core of humility. Maharaj is saying, Nive hoke, sangatan di tur bano. Why do we come inside and touch the floor and put it to our head? Because we're taking that charan tur and putting it on our matha. It takes so much to lower your head into someone's feet. And Maharaj here up, they're saying, Nanak taka lago paye. Stay, associate yourself with that sangat who will then encourage you to connect, who will bring you to the Gurukar. They'll say, you don't want to go, let's go together. You don't want to do Simran alone, let's do it together. Let's do Kirtan together, let's do Seva together. Associate yourselves with those individuals who will motivate you. Because again, Maharaj says it's only through their kirpa. Another way of understanding Se Simra hai jin aap simraye is that without the nadar, the grace, the kirpa of Akal Purakh Vaheguru, we won't be able to do it ourselves. But how do we achieve that grace, that kirpa? How does it come to us? Is if we lower ourselves in humility. When we are truly humble, when we lower ourselves, is when Maharaj does that kirpa upon us. Maharaj goes on to say, Prabhu ka simran sab te ucha. Guru Sahib is explaining to us that Simran sab to sreshtya. There is nothing greater than that. As I mentioned earlier, it's because this is the fastest way to connecting to Akal Purakh Vaheguru. We can try everything else, as Maharaj has explained in their Bani. We can go on a Tirath Yatra. We can do penance. We can do things that are hard. Tap, jap, mantra jap vi kar sakde ha, but that is the Vaheguru mantra. We can try other mantras from different places, but it's not going to work as fast as Vaheguru. Because Maharaj Aap, in each jog, we have 4 jogs, 4 jogya. Maharaj Aap baith ke ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਪ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਹਰੇਕ ਜੁਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. In each jog, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj themselves sat down and did jap on each akhar of the Vaheguru mantra in order to present it to us, to bless us with this amazing mantra so that we can have a faster way to connect to Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Va, He, Gu, Ru. It's broken up into 4 akhar. Maharaj ne ek akhar te tap kitta si. So how lucky are we that we don't have to do so much tap on each akhar. We don't have to go looking for different kinds of mantra, Guru Gayatri mantra. We don't have to go looking for different mantras. Maharaj has blessed us with the most supreme, the most sresht mantra that there is, Vaheguru. Maharaj tells us, Prabh ka simran sab te ucha, ke ai sreshtya, baake simran karna. Simran, again meaning remembrance. It can be done in different ways. We can do simran as kirtan on the vajja. We can do simran as we listen to katha. We can do simran as we do seva. Or we can physically sit down and say Vaheguru. That's also a form of simran. Because what we're all chasing in different ways that we don't realize is the ability to connect to something greater than us. Because it's only when we connect that we will experience sukh. What we don't realize is that we're all chasing many different things apart from the one that Maharaj has blessed us with. Maharaj goes on to explain to us, Prabh ka simran udare mucha. Mucha da matlab bahut, many. Udare, the liberated ones, the ones who have made it to the end. Guru Sahib here is saying that through Simran, through meditating, through connecting, many have been liberated. How do we get this liberation? How do we get this mukti? Is when we get rid of our desires. Maharaj says, Prabh ka Simran trisana bujja. Over here, bujja means to put something out. ਜਦੋਂ ਅੱਗ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਅੱਗ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਝਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ. The same way Maharaj is saying, ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਅੱਗ ਆ, ਤ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਰੂਪੀ ਅੱਗ ਆ. How do we put that out? Where's the pani that's going to take that out? Prabh ka simran trisana bujha. The thing that's going to put out this fire inside of us is Simran. Simran being the remembrance. The fire that's inside of us is that fire of Maya de Padarat, of worldly material things, is what we're constantly chasing every single day. Even if it's as simple as just waking up and going to work. We go to work because we get money, and then we use that money to feed our families, feed ourselves, get a house, get a promotion in our job, get a car, to make our lives easier. Not realizing that this creates that trishna of more and more. We're constantly chasing. But Maharaj says that there is something that can put out that fire of desire, and putting it out can be done through Simran, through connecting to Akal Purakh Vaheguru. I'll pause here and ask, why is that important? Why is it important for us to put in that effort to get rid of our desires? Because we might not think it's wrong. It's not wrong to want to have a meal for you and your family. It's not wrong to want to have a mode of transport, to move around, to go to work, to come to the Gurukar. It's not wrong to want to have shelter over our heads. But how do we draw the line between basic necessities and as it gets worse? कि ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਆਉਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਨਵਾਂ ਸੂਟ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ. How does it go from ਬਸ ਮੈਂ ਸੂਟ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ to ਮੈਂ ਨਵਾਂ ਸੂਟ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ. ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਨਵਾਂ ਬੈਗ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ. How do we move from our basic necessities to all these desires? Maya is enticing. It catches us before we even realize it. So Maharaj is saying, ground yourself in Simran, because it will protect you from this fire that we're constantly chasing. ਗੱਡੀ ਮਿਲ ਗਈ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਵੀਂ ਗੱਡੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ. ਜੌਬ ਮਿਲ ਗਈ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ. We always want more. Why? Because ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸੁੱਖ ਆ. ਜਦੋਂ ਨਵਾਂ ਸੂਟ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਆ ਗਈ ਉਦੋਂ ਹੀ ਸੁੱਖ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ. ਨਵਾਂ ਬੈਗ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਦੋਂ ਹੀ ਸੁੱਖ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ. That's not true. The sukha resides within us. Maharaj is telling us, Prabh ka simran trisana bujha. Simran ne hi bujana o trisana nu. Why is it important? Nation, 84 lakh June, janam maran da khed is all based on desire. We come back as what we've been asked for. Whatever we ask for, we receive. Maharaj explains to us, and they're so merciful to us that they bless us with a whole Shabad on Antakal. Maharaj says, whatever happens in your final moments is your desires that will fuel your next Janam. So we have 8.4 million life forms in existence, and we can be any one of the 8.4, including human. Maharaj says, Antakal jo istri simra, aisi chinta mahje mara, besva jon val val autara. We might say, Maharaj, that's harsh. But they're telling us that ant samay vich, or not even ant, but throughout your day, throughout your life, if you're constantly thinking about the opposite gender, then it's your ichha that you wish to be with the opposite gender who's not your partner. So Maharaj does us a favor, and in our next janam, they'll bring us back as a prostitute. Maharaj goes ahead to say, Antakal jo ladki simra, aisi chinta mahje mare, sukar joon val val autara. If we're constantly thinking about our children, ke bas mere bacche theek rahen. Some of us are on our deathbed and the doctor's telling us that it's only a few more hours. You're lying there knowing that you're going to die, but the only thing is on your mind is mere bacche theek rahen. Have I left enough property, enough money for my children? Oh, sukhi rahen, but mera kuch nahi. That it's okay, whatever happens to me is all right. Maharaj explains to us, because we have this love and this ichha for children and our children, in our next life we come back as pigs. Why pigs? Because pigs have many children at once. As humans, we might have one or twins, but as pigs, they have a whole litter. They have many at once. So we can't say that Maharaj is not fulfilling our itcha because sanu ta itcha bachcheyan di si. So when you come back as a pig and you have many bachche, we can't fault Maharaj. Sacha Satgur kya kare je sikha main chook. When will we understand that ਕਿ ਚੂਕ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਹੀ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਆ Maharaj will find a way to give it to us, maybe not in human form, but they will give us what we're asking for. Maharaj goes on, ਅੰਤ ਕਾਲ ਜੋ ਮੰਦਰ ਸਿਮਰੈ ਐਸੀ ਚਿੰਤਾ ਮਹਿ ਜੇ ਮਰੈ ਪ੍ਰੇਤ ਜੋਨ ਵਲ ਵਲ ਔਤਰੈ. If we have so much attachment to our houses, our mansions, our maya de padarat, Maharaj also says that if we're attached to our money, we'll come back as a snake. Because it's known that snakes loiter over treasure, over money. Maharaj is saying here, if we're clinging so much to our houses, कि मैं आप मेरे हत्थां नाल बनाया, I chose the furniture, the lighting, the curtains, it's amazing, I love my house. प्रेत जोन वाल वाल औतरै. Then you'll come back as a ghost, as a pret. You'll loiter around in that same house because you love it so much. We might not believe in ghosts, but then we do understand the concept of haunted houses. In the Western society on Halloween, they have haunted houses. It's not just a concept that came out of nowhere, it's reality. If we have that much attachment, that much love for these physical things, Maharaj will make sure to fulfill our desire, our itcha. So let's be very mindful of what we're asking for. Antakal jo Narayana Simra. If only we could build that love for Akal Purakh Vaheguru and say, in my final moments, I wish to remember you, Akal Purakh Vaheguru, because kitho upajai keh raha keh mahe samave. Apa aaye kitho aa ta jana kithe aa. If only we could understand this, that where we've come from is Akal Purakh Vaheguru, and where we want to go is back to Akal Purakh Vaheguru, and not in all these various different 84 lakh joon, then Antakala Narayana Simra. In our final moments, we'll do that beinti to Maharaj, that let me remember you, so that I don't have to come back again in these different life forms, as animals, as plants, as ghosts, spirits, all these different things in existence. And I'm not saying this to scare anybody, it's just what Maharaj has written. So why is it important for us to connect to Akal Purakh Vaheguru right here, right now? Why not wait till we die? Because Maharaj has just explained to us. What we do now accumulates to our final moments. ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਨਿਤ ਨੇਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ, ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੇਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਫਿਰ ਆਖਰੀ ਸਮਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ, how will we have that grasp over our panjachor, over our emotions, over everything that's happening? How will we then say, okay, in my final moments I'll say Vaheguru, but every day I don't need to say Vaheguru? ਤਾਈਓ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਿਤ ਦਾ ਨੇਮ ਆ. It's your routine that you do every single day without fail. It only takes 5 minutes to say Vaheguru. It's not hard. Maharaj is not asking for so much. Maharaj is saying, but charan saran gur ek panda jaye chal satgur kot panda aage hoye let hai. If you do that beinti to Maharaj and say, Maharaj, I'll give you 5 minutes of my day and my night out of 24 hours, 5 minute tak kuch nahi hai. But if we say to Maharaj, Maharaj, I will dedicate 5 minutes every single day just to connect to you, Satgur kot panda aage hoye let hai. Then even when we're doing our carriage, when we're at work, Maharaj will still make sure that we remember them. As we're eating our food, in everything that we're doing, as we're driving our car, we might decide, oh, I can do Chaupe Sahib da Paath. Je bani kant hove taiyo. Guru Sahib is explaining to us, we just have to take the first step. Maharaj will then handle everything themselves. But we have to have that itcha, that desire to take that first step. We don't have it. It's very evident. If we did have it, this darbar would be full right now. As I mentioned, it's a shame. Gyani Ji does Kirtan every single day. Monday to Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, every single day. But jodo vi aao darbar bharya nahi hunda. Sadde te bhar janda, but not on a daily basis. not on a Monday evening, Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening. Why? Because we don't see the importance of connecting to Akal Purakh Vaheguru. We're happy in the comforts of our life. ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਹੈਗਾ, ਗੱਡੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਬੱਚੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਕਾਰ ਹੈਗਾ, ਪੈਸੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਜਾਣ ਦੀ ਕੀ ਲੋੜ ਆ? Why do I have to go and connect to something a lot greater than me? Because we don't understand Antakal, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਮਾਂ ਆਊਗਾ. How do we wish to receive our final moments? We have to shape it now. Now is the time. If we start with 5 minutes, 2 minutes, coming to the Guru Ghar every day, je behna nahi ta matha hi tek ke jao, but at least come. At least see the importance of getting darshan of your Guru. If we don't understand this because we're so comfortable in our life, in our luxuries, in this maya that's blinding us, then again we can't blame Maharaj for what happens to us in our final moments and thereafter. Maharaj goes on to say, Prabh ka simran sab kich sujja. That through the simran, the remembrance of Akal Purakh Vaheguru, as we connect, sanu soji aa jandi a. That's literally what the Pangati means. When you see a child and they're doing something that's naughty or wrong, we say, koi na, onu haje soji nahi aayi. But Maharaj says, Prabhu da simran karke sanu ta aa jandi a soji. But about what? About everything within existence. We understand how life works. We understand how death works. We understand everything that we could possibly want to understand. We understand who we are, what we're made of. Panj tat to baneya. We'll understand how that works, what percentage there is, whether or not that's important to anybody. But Maharaj explains to us that as we connect Simran karke, we get that soji of the bigger things in life. As we understand how life and death works, Maharaj goes on to say, Prabh ka simran nahi jamat rasa. Ke jama da dar nahi rehanda fir. We don't get scared of death. Why? Because we understand how death itself works. We understand what happens when the person dies. Panj tat ta ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ. Where does the soul go? What is reincarnation? All these questions that we might have, Maharaj says, as much as we look externally, we read books, we check it on YouTube, on Google, we listen to katha, we might ask people, कि ज्ञानी जी की हुंदा जो बंदा मरदा है? We might have these questions. Maharaj says, अपने आप नाल बैठ के देखो. Sit down and connect to your inner being, to who you truly are, and you'll get your answers. जो ब्रह्मंडे सोई पिंडे. जो भी आ सारा ब्रह्मांड विच आ, ओही साडे पिंडे च आ. All these questions, all these answers in all of creation, the question of how existence itself works, the answers are inside of us. It's not wrong to ask externally. It's really good to do your own research and reading, but it's also good to take a look inside. Andar bhi dekh ke you can understand. So Maharaj explains to us that then we don't fear death because we've understood where we've come from. In Basant ki Var, Maharaj says, Kitho upja, kah raha, kah mahe samava. Kitho upja, apa aaye kitho a. Do we have those questions of who we truly are? Where have we come from? Have we just come from our parents because they gave us life? But our parents came from somebody. Their parents came from somebody. Our ancestors came from somebody. Where was the beginning of existence? Kya raha? How are we living in this moment, which is then going to dictate our final moments and our afterlife? Kya mahe samava? Jaake samauna kithe a? We have to go and merge back somewhere. Either the soul will go and merge into another life form, another body, or the soul will go and merge into Akal Purakh Vaheguru. But do we ask that question? Ke jaake samauna kithe a? Because it's up to you. Maharaj has explained to you, it depends on your antakal. You get to decide wherever you'll go next. So wouldn't you want the best possible outcome? If in our life that we're living we want the best of everything, wouldn't we want the same for our afterlife? Wouldn't we want the same for our final moments? Maharaj goes on to explain to us, Prabh ka simran purana asa. Maharaj explains to us that sare aas pure ho juge. But before we go on that, let's quickly add on to nahi jamatrasa, that fear of death. Because Guru Sahib also explains to us ke pa marbe ko bisrat nahin. Teh chinta tan jara. Pa marbe ko bisrat nahin. That's the most important, that this fear of death, it doesn't leave me. It gives me anxiety. We have phobias, we have fears. Appa darde a. Kis cheez to darde a? Ultimately death, maut, kaal. It could be, okay, I have a fear of spiders. I'm scared of spiders. Why? If that spider bites me, the poison will go in my body. The end result is death. I could have a fear of heights, that I'm scared of going to a very high building. Why? Because I could fall. If I fall, I could either die on the spot or I could get hurt, I could end up in hospital. All these fears and phobias that exist is because the root cause is the fear of death. We are all scared of dying. If we're not scared of dying as individuals, we're scared of losing our loved ones. That Maharaj, please keep my family safe. Maharaj explains to us, Pa marbe ko bisrat nahin. Ke visarda hi nahi aa dar. It's constantly there. And what's the result? Chinta, anxiety. I'm conscious of everything. When I sit in the car, I'm scared, let me not have an accident. There's a difference between sitting in the car and doing an ardas to Maharaj, that Maharaj, let me reach my destination with your kirpa jidda thonu paundaya, and having that fear that every time I sit in the car, I'm scared of having an accident because I could potentially die. They're two very different things. The first one is taking agya from Maharaj. Ke Maharaj thode kirpa de naal mainu sahi salamat pahuncha do. Wherever I'm going to work, to the Guru Kar. The second one is having that chinta, that anxiety, that fear that anything can happen at any time. That is the reality, but do we want to fear it? Do we want to live in anxiety? Or do we want to live in that bharosa with Maharaj that it's going to happen when it's going to? But the problem is we're not ready, because we're so entangled in our luxuries. How will I leave my family? How will I leave this good life that I'm living? We don't think about death. ਸਿਆਣੇ ਕਹਿ ਵੀ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਕਿ ਐਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ, ਮੌਤ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ। ਕਿਉਂ? ਗੱਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਸੱਚੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੀ ਆ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਮਰਨਾ ਹੀ ਆ। We have that fear. ਪੈ ਮਰਬੇ ਕੋ ਬਿਸਰਤ ਨਾਹਿਨ. We're scared to even talk about it, not realizing it's going to happen. Not just to me, not just to you, but to everybody. Whoever was born is going to die. Maran likhai, mandal meh aaye. Aapa likha ke hi aunde a, par fir vi aapa darde a, because we think we can stop it from happening. We think we have that much power that we'll live forever. Maharaj is awakening us from that dream. They're bringing us to the reality that it's going to happen, but Prabh ka simran nahi jam trasa. That dar, it can go away. Maharaj can take it away. How? Prabh ka simran. When we connect to something greater than us, when we realize that Akal Purakh Vaheguru is the one looking over us, then we won't have that fear. Because then we'll understand. Hukm hai andar sab ko, bahar hukm na koi. Ke jodo vi auni a, jidda vi hona, hukm anusar hoga sara kuch. But we can't understand that because our ego will not let us. The whole idea of being here in Sangat is to destroy this ego. The reason we come to Guru Sahib, we listen to Katha, we listen to Kirtan, we read Gurbani, कि मेरा मैं मिट जावे. How do we understand this fear? How do we get rid of this ego? Is when we connect. How do we connect? As we meditate. How do we meditate? Whichever way suits you best. Katha, Kirtan, Simran, Seva. Traditionally sitting down and doing mantra jap. Japji Sahib da jap, Mool mantra da jap. Or turde firde avi, we can also do that mantra jap. There is no restriction. Maharaj didn't say bas aa karke mukti milugi. Maharaj has left it open. They say je kirtan de naal anand aunda fir kirtan suno, kirtan karo. Je bani padh ke mil diya fir bani padho, bani suno. Je seva karan to mil diya fir seva karo. Where? Anywhere. Not just at the Guru Ghar, not just at Pangani Gurdwara. You can also go to South Sea. You can go to Landia. It doesn't matter. I don't know why we have these boxes that I can only do it here. Maharaj da oya, Maharaj da ekkya, wherever they are. It can be in our houses as well. When we understand Sab meh jot, jot meh soe. They're not just empty words. Maharaj is explaining to us that Sab meh jot inside each and every one of us, including our nears and dears in our houses, our parents, our children, our siblings. ਉਹਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਉਹੀ ਰੱਬ ਵਸਦਾ ਆ. If we bring them a glass of water, ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, but not them in their physical form, not your parents or your children in that physical form, but that jot roop which is inside them. That is also seva, and that's also a form of connection to Akal Purakh Vaheguru, the higher power. Maharaj goes on, Prabh ka simran puran asa, that our desires, our ichha will be fulfilled. These desires that we have, they are not the ones that give us this happiness. Our ichha doesn't give us the happiness, doesn't give us the sukh. Our ichha gives us the chinta. Because we have that desire that this is what I'm yearning for, and then we do everything in our power to fulfill that desire. Once we fulfill it, we realize there's something else to chase. It never ends. So that can't be the source of sukh, of happiness. It's quite the opposite. It's the source of chinta, of anxiety, of suffering, of pain, because we're constantly chasing, constantly chasing. How do we change that? Maharaj blesses us with their Bani, and it's a very common Hukamnama Sahib that comes up at many occasions in Tanasri Rag, Tanasri Mahalla Chautha. Ichha Purakh Sarb Sukh Data Har Jaka Vasaha Kamatena. They say that the fulfiller of our ichha, of our desires, is that Sarb Sukh Data Har. Vishram ethe lag diya because they're describing Hari Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Sarb Sukh Data, they're the ones who will give us all the sukh in the world, everything that we're yearning for. They go on to explain, Jaka Vasaha Kamatena. The Kamatena is actually a wish-fulfilling cow. So sometimes there are those trees where we feel appa jaake taga bandeya, or we'll go and throw a penny in the fountain and we'll get what we want. The same way there's the cow who fulfills the wishes. But Maharaj explains to us that beyond all of that, beyond that fountain, beyond that cow, beyond that tree that we're tying tage on, who's the root? Who is in that cow? Who is in that water? Who is in that tree? Ek Oankar. Asara akar de vich bas ek hi a. In that cow, ek. In the water, ek. In the tree, ek. Oh, ekko tage ch vi a. That ik is also in that coin. It's also in that milk that we're taking for the cow. So Maharaj is saying, why not go straight to the root? Sarb sukh data har. Sukha den wala ta bas oya Hari Akal Purakh Vaheguru. then why do we go to all these different places? We go to all these different dere, to all these different babbe. But ਆਪਾਂ ਲੋਚਦੇ ਕੀ ਆ ਸੁਖ, not realizing ਸੁਖ ਤਾਂ ਹਰੀ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਹੀ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ. Hari meaning that Har being the one that's in each and every one of us. Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Jo aisa so aisa har te aaya mere jeere ta sarb sukh paava hai mere mana. How do you get that peace? By meditating on that ik. Maharaj beautifully says, Jap man sat naam sada sat naam. Ke karna kiya? Instead of running around in 10 different directions looking for the right tree to tie that tag on, looking for the cow, looking for the correct river or the correct pond to toss your penny in, Jap man sat naam sada sat naam. Sada means forever. It will always be the truth. Aad sach, jugad sach, hai pi sach, nanak hosi pi sach. Appa parta lende a par samajh pendi a. We might read it every single day, Mool Mantar. But do we understand what we're saying? Aad Sach. It was true before existence. Jug Aad Sach. When the Jug, the various Jugs, the Char Jug were created, odo vi Sach si. Hai pi Sach, hun vi Sach a. Nanak hosi pi Sach. Jado aapa vi nahi rahoge, odo vi Sach hi hoga. When we no longer are in this physical body, even then that one will be the truth. What is that one? Sat Naam. Sat meaning the truth. Naam is the ability to experience that ik. Naam is not a name. It's not that simple. We can't get sukh from a name. Naam is the ability to experience. कि ਆਪਾਂ महसूस करिए अकाल पुरख वाहिगुरु ਨੂੰ. We don't have that blind faith that we're reaching out to a God and we don't know if He exists. We know very well there is Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Nirgun Sarup, Sargun Sarup, Maharaj hai gaya. It's not something that we have to question or look for. We just have to understand that that's the truth that will be around forever. So the Upadesh Maharaj gives us Jap Man. Maharaj sara time man nu hi upadesh dinde a. They never say कि गुरवीन कौर ਇੱਥੇ बैठ के सारिਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹੋ कि jap. No, it's not my job. It's nobody's job. Maharaj says, tell your own mind कि गुरवीन कौर ਇੱਥੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਜਪ ਮਨ. And that's for everybody. Each and every one of you have to tell yourselves. I can't tell you, Gyani ji can't tell you. You have to tell yourself. Jap man. Ke he mere mana hun karna kiya jap. Japna kenu a sat naam. Jera sada hi sat rahuga. And that's the Upadesh that Maharaj gives us, which is Prabh Ka Simran. Maharaj has written a whole Ashtpadi on Simran, the Mehma, on the Fal, on everything that we receive. Maharaj has given us various examples of everything that we will obtain by doing Simran. But what we're really chasing is Sukh. Ke bas ek palle mainu Sukh hi mil jave. That's what we're all chasing. And we're not asking for it forever. We're just asking for a split second. But still we can't find it. Why? Because we're constantly chasing Maya de Padarat. Ke ede cho Sukh mil jave, ede cho. Sukh baaro nahi milna. Andar hi aa sara. Maharaj explains to us we're not going to get that peace externally, regardless of where we go, regardless of what we do. Everything external is just a burden. It's just adding more and more and more. It's like ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਸੂਟਕੇਸ ਫੁੱਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਜ਼ਿਪ ਬੰਦ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਪਰ ਫੇਰ ਵੀ ਹੋਰ ਧੱਕਣਾ ਹੀ ਆ. That's exactly what we're doing here. ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਸੂਟ ਲੈ ਲਵਾਂ, ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਬੈਗ ਲੈ ਲਵਾਂ, ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਗੱਡੀ ਲੈ ਲਵਾਂ, ਵੱਡਾ ਘਰ ਲੈ ਲਵਾਂ, ਆ ਲੈ ਲਵਾਂ, ਉਹ ਸੁੱਖ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਚੋਂ. We're never going to get it from anything external. the only time we'll truly get that sukh, that anand, that bliss, that peace, that everlasting happiness that can never leave us is when we turn inward. Prabh ka simran. Jap man sat naam sada sat naam. When we truly turn inwards and jap on that naam is when we will then attain the sukh that we're always chasing. Connecting to Akal Purakh Vaheguru, meditating, teaches us to stop chasing. Trishna bujha. It puts out that fire. And it teaches us to reside in the present moment. Because that's the only time that exists. Jo kal ho gaya, ota ho gaya. That's the past. Jo kallu hona, ota hona hi hai. We can't do anything about it. But what about the now? The only time that truly exists is now. Hon. This present moment. But is there anything in your life that points you to this present moment? No. Kam te kado jana? Kal nu. Tomorrow. When did you go out? Probably yesterday. Everything that we're doing in our life is either for the future or regarding the past. We're not doing anything in this present moment. The only thing we can do in the present moment is connect to Akal Purakh Vaheguru. How do you connect? By physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally being present. You have to be there. Your attention can't be divided. And Mahapurush used to say it very beautifully. They gave this amazing example. They used to say ke ras kede cho milda laddu cho ke jeeb cho. They used to say if you're eating a laddu, where do you get that satisfying taste from, the laddu itself or your tongue? And so the Mahapurush ne mainu pehli baar it puchya, main ta bondal gayi. I was like, Mahapurush, but laddu cho bhi milda ya. Fir Mahapurush mainu kehndे fir jeeb di ki lor hai? जीभ काट के रख दे मैं क्या पर ओदी भी लोड़ आ फिर पूछते मैनू कि फिर लड्डू दी की लोड़ आ if you're getting the ras from your jeeb from your tongue what's the need for that laddu? Then I said, but you need your tongue in order to taste it, but you also need that laddu in order to taste that good taste. And the only response that Mahapurush gave me, it wasn't a long lecture, it wasn't more than a few words. They just said, Sukh naam man ki ekagrta ko janiya. It's one sentence, but it's so powerful. They said that ras, that sukh, jo sanu milda ya, na ta jeeb to milda, na hi o laddu cho milda. They say it's not coming from that laddu, it's not coming from that jeeb, because maybe you don't like laddu and I like it. Or pizza. Maybe I like pizza, you don't like pizza. But je कह लो कि मैं 10 लड्डू खा के फिर भी नहीं राज्य नहीं आया, or then I start feeling sick, we can't say that the sukh is coming from the laddu. But at the same time, I can't put my tongue on the side. So Mahapurush कहते कि sukh naam man ki ekagrta ko janiya. Understand that when your concentration, when your surti is connected solely to whatever you're doing, is when you'll experience sukh. When you're eating that laddu, if you're not thinking about what you want to have next, okay, oh, I wish aata moti chur da hunda par edda, you're not going to get that sukh, regardless of how many you have. When you're thinking about many different things, your man is not ekagar. Ekagar means when it's got that single focus concentration. And it's the same with anything. The minute we get distracted, we no longer feel that sukh. What Mahapurush was explaining through this whole example was that when you connect your consciousness, your surti, your birti, to whatever you're doing in that present moment, it could just be to your breath, that the breath goes in and out, you will get sukh. You will feel peace. Kyun? Because thada man finally ekagar ho gaya. Man ta bahut chanchal hai. We can be doing our part, but we're thinking about 100 different things. We can be eating our dinner, but we're thinking, "Main kallu ki khaungi." We can be getting ready. I was putting on my suit and I can be thinking, "Kallu vi swer nu gurdware jana. Hun ta Saturday evening katha ya. Kallu swer nu vi asa diwar ya. Main kallu ki paungi." Focus on the present moment. The minute you put all your concentration, all of your consciousness in the present moment is when you will reach peace. Sukh. It's not far. It's not something we'll achieve tomorrow or in 10 years or in another lifetime. It's something that you can achieve now. You just have to be present. My only beinti on that note is that, is there a time where you can sit down and think about something that can give you sukh? Jis simrat sukh hoye sagle dukh jaye. Is there something that you do every single day that will take you to that place of sukh to the extreme extent ke sagle dukh jaye? We read it every day, ਆਪਾਂ ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਆ ਰਹਿਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਿੱਚ, ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ ਸਗਲੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਜਾਏ। ਪਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ। We just leave it to be ਕਿ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਈ ਬਸ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੁਣ। What is Maharaj saying? ਕਿ ਵਾਕਈ ਸਿਮਰੋ in the sense ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਮਰਦੇ ਆ ਸੁਖ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ। ਜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਉਂ? ਜੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਕਹਿਤਾ ਕਿ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ ਫਿਰ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ ਹੀ। Satguru Sacha kya kare je sikha main chook. If we don't get that sukh, it's not because Maharaj is not giving it to us. It's because we're not looking for it in the right place. So I will ask on that note that even if you do it when you go home, just take 5 minutes to sit down and ask yourself, is there a practice or a moment in your day where you can truly connect to something a lot greater than you are, and you can feel sukh. You can feel this ekagrata that we're talking about, but to the extent that you don't feel dukh anymore, even if it's for a split second. Ek sabd mera pran basit hai, bahud janam na awa. Maharaj says it doesn't take a lot. Ek shabd, one shabd. Gyani Ji sings so many shabds every single day. Maharaj explains to us, out of the whole shabad, it's one akhar that could give us that peace, that sukh. But are we truly looking for it? Are we looking in the right places? That instance of sukh, of that one time your man becomes ekagar, could be right here in this darbar. If we can't find it through the rest of our week, it could be on the Saturday or the Sunday that we come to the Guru Ghar. But if we don't come, how are we supposed to look for it? If we realize that there is no time in our whole week, from Sunday to Sunday, that we feel this sukh that Guru Sahib is talking about, then let's understand that our quality of life is very low. It's very poor. We could have all the luxuries, we could have the latest car, we could have the biggest house, we could have amazing children who are super educated with the best jobs, we could have chatti bhojan, the one that Mara talks about, we could have everything, koi kami nahi. But if we don't have sukh, we don't have anything. So take those 5 minutes and reflect on your whole week. Today is Saturday. From Monday till today, up until this moment, is there any time through your whole week where you have felt a glimpse of that sukh to the extent that it took away your pain? Have you sat in that moment and said, "Je main hun bhi mar jawa, I'll be happy because I'm so content. Enna santokh aaya mere ch hun aa ghadi ch in this very moment ke je main hun bhi ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਮਰ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ." If we don't feel like that, we're not living our life the right way. If you can't think of one time this week that you felt that feeling, you're not living the life that Maharaj has explained to us. What we're doing is running around in this rat race. Kam te vi jana, roti vi banauni a, ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ, ਆ ਵੀ ਕਰਨਾ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਕਰਨਾ, ਪਰ ਸੁੱਖ ਕਦੋਂ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ? Not later, now. So it is my beinti, just take 5 minutes, even if you have to write it down, but find that one moment. And if you can't find it yet, think of ways of how you're going to get there. Where are you going to get this sukh from? If you can't find it in your daily routine, come and find it at the Guru Ghar. Come to the Guru Kar during the week, on the weekend, sit here, listen to the Kirtan, close your eyes, sing as well when Gyani Ji is singing. It's not just a performance, it's not to show that we come to watch Gyani Ji. You can also sing. Find that moment of sukh. Because Maharaj is telling you it's here right now. It's not going to happen tomorrow, 10 years later, or when you die. It's happening now. Jenu simar ke jis simrat sukh hoye. You get that sukh immediately, not years later. Ose pal ch vich mil janda, ose kadi ch simar ke sagle dukh jaye. ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਕੋਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦੁੱਖ ਹੈ on a personal level, as individuals. ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਕੋਲ ਦੁੱਖ ਹੈ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਪ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੁਖੀਆ ਸਭ ਸੰਸਾਰ. So we can't deny it. But Maharaj is already giving us the solution. Sagle dukh jaye. It is possible. You can be in that moment, even if it's for a split second, where you don't feel your pain, even if it's physical pain. If Maharaj has said that, then it has to be the truth. And as I said, it doesn't take a lot. But maybe we can't see the need to connect or to feel that sukha because we're too busy chasing these padarat. But in that sense, there is no end. So I'll end on that note and I'll do that benti, that find at least one split second of connection. If you can't do it every day, at least once a week. But ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਹਫਤੇ 'ਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਵਾਕਈ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ, ਆਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ, ਕੀਰਤਨ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਹੋਰ ਹੀ ਆਨੰਦ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਕਥਾ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ, ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ. Maharaj has given us all the tools, all the ways. We just have to do it. So please take that time and remember that Maharaj is so beyant, so merciful that they say, ek shabd mere pran basat hai, ek shabd. ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੁਕਤੀ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦੀ ਆ. You just have to find it. We all just have to work to achieve it. So let's all do that this week. Let's be mindful of everything that we're doing and see what's truly connecting us to Akal Purakh Vaheguru. What's bringing you to a space to realize ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਕੁਝ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹੀ Akal Purakh Vaheguru ਆ. So please, my benti is take some time every day. Take your 5 minutes and work on yourself, please. It's for your own good. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ, ਪਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ ਫਲ. So please accept my benti and please forgive all my mistakes. I know I've made many. I didn't mean to offend or hurt anybody. And please bless me that I can continue this seva. लेखा कतह न छूटिया खिन खिन फूलन हार बक्सन हार बक्सला नानक पार उतार. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.